right? That we judge others on their actions and we judge ourselves based on our intentions. So we judge others on their actions and we judge ourselves based on our intentions. Unless, of course, we're crushing it, and then we judge on our outcomes. It doesn't matter what our intentions or our actions were. We just judge ourselves on the outcomes. And it's an interesting game that we play with ourselves. One of the greatest adversaries that we have in our lives that stands against our growth and our success. And I'm not talking about like the growth. I'm talking like, when I think about, you go to the gym one time and you get this pump from the gym, right? You come out strutting because you're all pumped up. I'm not talking about that kind of growth. I'm talking about like the long-term real stuff, right? And one of the greatest adversaries to that growth is that we have someone that puts that second guess to your purpose, right? Or puts doubt in you about whether your goals are even reasonable or realistic. Someone that says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like we're talking about social media today, right? That seems to be prime for it. Or someone that looks down on you when you do all the hard work but you fail anyway. That time when you're like, God, I made the plan and I had the goal and I did all the hard work and it didn't work out the way I had planned to. And that person that looks down on you when you do all of those things and yet you still don't have the right or desired outcome. Or how about this? How about the person that falsely celebrates your wins, even when you didn't do the work, you didn't deserve it, right? And those of you that coach with me know that we talk about talent. Are you operating on just talent? So this kind of disease, I guess, impacts all parts of our lives. I don't care what it is. Without the purpose, as an example, it's hard to really care. And without confidence, it's hard to really push through the hard times and drive, right? Without the pain, it's hard to get to the top of the mountain. We all know that. We talk about it in the gym, or like the way you grow your muscles is you tear them down, right? It's painful. Nobody likes it. Without the new skills, you don't know what you don't know, and you can't ever get to where you need to get, right? Because if you don't increase your skills, if you don't change your skills, then you only can do what you've always done, and therefore you're always going to get what you've always gotten. Without celebrating the effort and process, it's hard to even work that hard. And let's face it, when we start celebrating luck, it's kind of hard to build the right process, right? Because all of a sudden we fall in love with ourselves. So do I have everybody's attention here? Who's this person? Are you finally ready to get rid of this crab in your life? Seriously, think about this. Let's kick the crab to the curb, right? This is a big deal. Let's teach this guy or this gal a lesson and get them out of our lives so that we can focus on the things that will give us true growth. The real stuff. All right, so who's ready? Do me a favor, pull out your phone. If you're on it, sorry, you're gonna have to look at yourself in the little corner, but pull out your phone, turn it so that it's got you, and let's do a little exercise, right? We're gonna tell the person, we're gonna tell them off, right? Ready? Because the person that I'm talking about, that crab that's in your life, it's you. You're the one that's doubting your purpose. You're the one that's doubting whether or not you can achieve your goals because they're realistic or unrealistic. You're the one that's doubting whether or not you can learn these new skills. It's you. You're the one that beats yourself up even though you worked your ass off and you executed at an incredibly high level to that plan and you didn't quite get to the desired outcome. Or maybe even worse, you're the one that is celebrating those wins that you and I both know you didn't work for. You are the biggest crab, if you will, in your life. It's time for you to man up, woman up, dig deep, edit your thoughts. You can't eliminate them, right? Edit your thoughts and make sure that you're the leader of your mind. You're the one that is pushing you to become better, right? Get rid of the crabs. There's a very good friend of mine from Australia that starts off his conferences with mirrors sitting on the table. Each chair has a mirror, right? And he starts it off with 98.5% of you are going to fail and not do anything that we talked about at this conference. I'd like to introduce them to you. Please pick up the mirror and take a look at it, right? It all starts with us. So today, my challenge to you is identify the areas where you're too hard on yourself, identify the areas that you're too easy on yourself, and let's grow for the long term.